Well, this is an ominous start to a Sunday morning. Well, it's early, but let's see what we got. 5.5 inches since midnight. Still snowing, though. No sense in getting anything going yet. Back to the couch. Status check. It's been 4 hours. It's about noon, still snowing. And we're up to, 8.5 maybe. But it's still snowing. Not worth going out yet. We'll give it another hour or two. I'm Dave. This is Backyard Pursuits. Mother Nature has provided a proper snowstorm for us. Last time I did some snow removal, we only had a couple inches. Now we're sitting at about 8 to 9, and it's still snowing pretty good out there. That said, it's now mid-afternoon. Snow started last night, and I want to get this plowed off. And that way tomorrow, when I come out in the morning, we only have, maybe 4 or 5 inches to deal with. But as you can see, I did not properly prepare for this snowstorm. I prefer to hook my blade up beforehand, but I didn't. So we're going to do that first. But first, we got to cold start the tractor. It's been bitterly cold again. And we'll see how the tractor does. It's only about 15, 18 degrees right now in the barn. And the tractor's been sitting for the better part of a week and a half. So do that first, then we'll get the plow hooked up. Now, for reference, I don't have this tractor plugged in on block heat. I do keep a battery tender on the tractor, though, to make sure that I don't come out here to a dead battery, especially when it's, 14 degrees outside. Because it's so cold, I am going to let the glow plugs cycle twice. I don't trust them to start on one pull this time. There's one cycle. There's 2 cycles. Contact. Oh, come on. You can do it. Oh, she's angry. She's angry. Come on, baby. Oh. Woo. She is cold and angry. Let's see how tough this is going to be. Oh, not bad. All right. That's out of the way enough. I really need to get around to putting 90-degree fittings on those. Let's get the tractor restarted. That way it can keep warming up while I go back up to the house and get some coffee. And here we go. Wowza. For reference, this is actually quite a bit of snow for central Ohio. I think the last time we got this much snow in one event was probably a decade ago, maybe more. Yeah, it's been a minute. This is going to be a interesting test of the new Snowblade. Now also, unlike last time where I was pushing that 4 inches of snow in two-wheel drive, I'm going to leave it in four-wheel drive the whole time here because once this blade starts to load up, it starts to get a little pushy on the front of the tractor, and I'm going to need the engagement of those front wheels to help point this thing in the right direction. But so far, so good. The angle blade is definitely coming in handy because I can sort of start working my windrows versus just having to shove it. And when the blade loads up, I just have to come up off the ground just a touch to keep it moving. I had to put some sunglasses on because I'm losing all my contrast out here. It's like a massive world of white. That's better. And even with those sunglasses on, it is still shockingly not that great of visibility out here. Guess it would help if I turn my windshield wiper on. There we go. This snow is very light because it's so cold, and that is honestly a blessing because it's not pushing too terribly hard, and the Kiotie's not having any issues keeping up. We'll get to pushing the woodyard later. I just want to work on the driveway for the moment. In fact, I may not even push the woodyard until tomorrow. One more big push, and we should be able to get most of the front part of the driveway done. Having a 72-inch blade is fantastic for that, because I can kind of do the whole driveway now in about 3 swipes. I don't know if you guys can see, but right now I'm parked in the middle of my road and there's not a plow track down it. And that traffic light down there normally has a steady stream of traffic going by it. Right now it is dead quiet. Absolutely quiet. So, oh, I lied. There is one brave soul braving the roads. Okay. Up to the house we go. This is the real test. Uphill with 10 inches of snow, and I am in medium range. Let's see how we do. Watching that snow curl off the blade is a thing of beauty. Gorgeous. That is fantastic. Now the fun part, going back down the hill. figured I should bring you guys in the cab a little bit, show you what it looks like from in here, which is quite nice because the snow's falling and I'm not soaking wet. Again, I'm leaving some snow behind, and that's fine. I'm gonna have to be out here again tomorrow to finish off whatever the storm finishes dumping tonight, because it won't probably be done until, I think they're calling 10 o'clock or midnight. So it's only 2 in the afternoon now. So this is very much a preliminary effort, but this should be about half or more of what we're projected to get. Heave ho! Into the ditch you go. Trying to push my piles back as far as I can. Not that I think we're going to get a whole huge amount more snow, but I don't want this stuff piling up and me not having anywhere to put any more snow. The challenging part down here is that the area I'm currently driving over is the low point of the driveway. And by this time of year, it's a skating rink because I don't really have good drainage down here. And that means all the ice collects. And, well, it's probably 2 inches thick at this point. And it won't melt until probably March. Unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. You know, if there's one thing I have to complain about, because I gotta complain about something, it's the Kioti's positioning of the front wiper control. It's on the right-hand console, which is fine, except when you want to turn it on and off, there's no intermittent function. So, you know, when it's like this, I have to take my hand off of the loader control to activate the wiper. I know, first world problems, right? I am still eternally grateful for this cab because it is not pleasant outside, and I am quite pleasant in this cab. As I sit down to film this, I can hear a plow truck down on the state highway, down at the traffic light. Road crews are going to have a hard time cleaning out from this one. Again, this is pretty abnormal for central Ohio. This is the most snow we've got in a very, very long time. Earlier, well, last year in 2025, when I ordered this plow blade, I assumed that by ordering it, we would get maybe one snow like the last one I filmed, 4 inches or so. And that would be the only time I get to use the blade. Well, Mother Nature proved me wrong. And I'll be back out here tomorrow, cleaning everything back up. I was going to check in on my neighbors to see if they wanted, if I was going to plow their driveways. Honestly, I checked with them. We're not going to mess with it until tomorrow. We're still going to get potentially another 4 to 6 inches overnight. So not worth messing with. It's light enough and it's not packing up at all. The temperature is only going to drop from here, so it's going to stay nice and fluffy, and the Kioti will have no problem moving it tomorrow. Again, I am extremely grateful for having a cab in this weather. Right now, it's not terrible out, but tomorrow it's going to be bitterly cold, and the breeze is supposed to pick back up, so it's going to be pretty nasty tomorrow, and I'm going to be very, very grateful at that point to be sitting in a heated cab clearing driveways. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, stay safe and warm, and we'll see you around. Good afternoon. We're back the next day. Time for some bonus footage. Let's plow the woodyard. Continuing down the line of bonus content, we're down here at a neighbor's house. I get to do something I've never done before. Plow on asphalt. This is going to be fantastic. Oh, yeah. This is going to be, oh man. Buttery smooth and fun is what this is about to be, folks. So it's so cold. This is the neighbor that I just met for the first time about 5 minutes ago. And it is so cold this week that their tractor won't start. They have a tractor and would otherwise be capable of, you know, sort of doing this themselves. But turns out she don't want to start when it's so cold.